Well, fortunately for him, he was friends with the Queen. She kind of said, hey, let him go. So Jean-Pierre Palapche-de-Rosier and the Marquis d'Arlanz, a friend, another nobleman, to balance out the load. Be there. We're in fact the first to man this balloon, and it was the talk of the town. They set it up on the Champ de Mars, which is now where the Eiffel Tower is. That wasn't built back then.
It's along the properties of levity, right?
Yes.
That's what they say about that.
Oh, we said that.
Levity?
Yes. We're not paying attention.
There's one thing after being around both Mike and Roger, they know the property of levity. No idea about the property of brevity.
Very good. So as we were saying, in the audience, Ben Franklin was in fact in attendance, and they built a big fire, and they were using rotting meat and old shoes. It made a horrible, horrible, stinchy smoke. It was so bad the Queen actually fainted and had to be removed from the area. But they took off, and they flew, and they set down gently many, many miles outside of town. Well, now ballooning fever had gripped all of France.
All of it?
All of France. But not everybody was informed of the details of that.
JJ said he'll video while we do the sponsor.
Professor Jacques
Continue
Charles
video. Okay.
was also doing experiments in ballooning at the time, and he thought hydrogen gas was a better way to go. He understood it was less dense, and so he built a big spherical balloon with a basket underneath. And for his first test flight, he sent it up unmanned.
He had a sphere flying
10 miles or so and set down, came down in a farm area by a village. They didn't know what this was. They thought aliens were landing here. Martians were attacking us. So they went out and saw this orb, and they attacked it with pitchforks and knives and swords. The shredded remains were shipped back to the professor. And he thought, well, this isn't good. If that's the way I'm going to be greeted in the French countryside, I'm not sure I want to fly. So he thought, what can I do?
What can he do?
What can I do to convince these common folk that I mean nothing but goodwill? I know, I'll bring champagne. And so ever since then, balloonists always carry champagne with them to share with all those groundlings and enjoy the joys. So we did that, and in fact, here in Albuquerque, we use Brouet, which is vented just over there. Here in
That's only for people that grew way up here.
So the modern era of ballooning really got underway in the 70s. And there were a lot of engineers and technical types here in Albuquerque who were they were recording everything, trying to figure out what made this safer. And what they determined was flying early in the morning was better than late in the day because you don't have the thermals. But they also noticed a curious correlation between the crew catching the cork and the next landing being gentle. So fortunately, the crew caught the cork yesterday, and certainly the first two landings were gentle.
First two? Oh, yeah, I've heard about that, man.
I got that to say down there for you, man. It was notable. So what we're going to do, I'm going to remove this wire cage. Do any of you new flyers know what this wire cage is called?
Anyone?
It's the giraffe.
Impress your sommelier friends if you tell them, well, I'm going to move the graph.
A graph, not a gap.
Oh, yes. So.
It's amazing when you learn
Exactly. So we're going to remove the graph.
Giraffe?
No, that's a long neck. Slightly different. Whoa! Where did it go?
Uh-oh. Cut it.